It's my life. Lazy, 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 lazy. It's my life. I got dirty, 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 dirty. It's my life. I want to shop, 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 shopping. It's my life. I need money, 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 money. Yeah.
How y'all doing out there? Chime on in. Chime on in.
Get to chiming.
Yeah, buddy. Another week.
It's another one.
Another week out here.
You DJ Khaled it.
Yeah, y'all chime on in as I try to get this microphone in the spot that I'm trying to get it in.
No matter what we do every week, we still be like, yeah.
What? What we be doing?
I said, no matter what happened every week, we still be like, all right, well, hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Well, you know, hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, everybody had a good Juneteenth and Father's Day.
Or Juneteenth is today.
Yeah. Well, it's almost over, so
yeah.
I figured, I'd say what I say when I said it.
Say what you said when you said it. When you said what you said.
Give people a couple minutes. I'm glad I had the day off today. I needed it.
Yeah.
Finally got that sliding glass door in.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad though. Honestly, I really thought like it was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna be a problem because I have faith.
You had faith?
No, I do. I didn't think it was gonna be like this huge problem or ordeal, but at the same time, I was just like, "Damn, man, we take these doors off. We literally gonna have a big ass hole in the wall.
Have all the rodents,
right? You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be like Noah's Ark up in this.
And then Vicky crazy ass Vicky goes. She says, "Oh." And she looks at me today. She go, "It's a fly in here."
It was the fly she let in last week, motherfucker. That I've been trying to beat on all week.
She said, "It's a fly in here." I was like, "It's a hole. It's a hole in the house."
I've been trying to beat up on that fly all week with my slow arm self.
Nah, your ass quick. You quicker than what most people know.
Hey, if you just coming on in now, go ahead and hit the like button for the algorithm.
Subscribe, some share.
Hold on.
Subscribe, some share.
Yeah, do something, whatever she just said.
Subscribe, some shit.
Yeah, there you go.
It's gonna be a good night tonight.
Look like Pat McGinnis is in the building. How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Hey, Cuzzo.
They said worked him like a slave
on
today.
The Juneteenth day. They didn't work you harder than what you supposed to.
They said it was for old times' sake.
For old times' sake. That's what we're doing, y'all.
He's singing, y'all. Go on, get it, baby. Go on, give it to it. What's up? Man.
But yeah, if y'all chiming in right now, go ahead and hit a like for the algorithm and
do that.
We're gonna give us a couple minutes. But today was cool. It was we went to the Olive Garden and we had this lady in there that gave off a bad aura. Hopefully she's doing okay.
It was weird because we walked in, right? And we get ready to go sit down. She actually is taking us to sit down. And he don't say nothing to me. I don't say nothing to him. But she takes us to the this is the only thing she says. She was like, table or booth, right?
Right.
So he goes, I don't even answer the bitch. I'm just like, hold on, I got to see what's going on. So he goes, booth will be fine. So we get to the booth, we sit down. And she says, your server will be Candy, and she'll be right with you. And I'm thinking, cool, because you can't. I think I'm finna go. Like, if she would have been our server for real, I'd have been like, nah, we got to do something
cool.
else.
Yeah, because she was cryptic.
She had this weird,
she was like Tales of the Crypt.
Yeah.
Not like Crypt Cuz. But
Pat says odor or aura.
Her aura.
Good to see you too, bro. It was her aura.
Yeah.
Her energy. Her energy was completely like, something was wrong.
Something was wrong. I don't know what it was.
It was bad.
But something was wrong with it. You know how you just go in there and it just don't feel right. Sometimes the spots just don't feel right.
It wasn't right at all.
Then we went over to the eyeglass people.
It wasn't the eyeglass people. First of all, I'll give you a little bit of back history.
Here we go.
You know, for years I felt like I could see. And then I had got, really good insurance. And it was like, I'm gonna take my kids to the eye doctor. So it was like, yeah, you need to get your eyes checked too. So I did. It was like, you need glasses. I was like, no, I don't. So this was almost 10 years ago. I've officially been wearing glasses for almost 10 years. So at the time, I was like, all right, fine. But as time progressed, the last few years, I've really been on this whole thing about getting LASIKs. And so I've talked to a few people who've done it and they swear by it. You know, I talked to the doctors. There's like a 99% success rate. So, I'm a numbers person and things of that nature. So I've been, and this is my eyes we're talking about. Like I ain't trying to lose my vision, you know what I'm saying? Or something go wrong, motherfucker sneeze and achoo, and the laser hit the wrong thing, retina. Like I ain't really, weird shit happens.
It laser your whole face off, huh?
Yeah, weird things happen to me. So I'm just like, I ain't in the mood.
Doctor said, don't give a damn if you're in
I
the
don't
mood.
give a damn if you're in the mood. So, we finally go. I do a consultation a day. And I guess it was almost like we was at a timeshare event because it was like they kept crossing out the amount and was like, it's even cheaper than that now. Right. And for the summer, and because you got insurance, you get 15% off. And because of this, and now
all
it's
you
the
have
summer
to do is
rate.
work out your flights.
Man. And so now the summer rate, you get this. So I was like, well,
don't y'all hate them timeshare seminars? How many of y'all out there?
Hey, but you get a free cruise.
Yeah, but don't nobody ever use them, some bitches.
I used one. I'm finna use the one we got when we was in Mexico.
All I'm saying though is take time out of your life to press the like button, and that's all I'm saying. So if you're chiming on in, go ahead and press the like button or the subscribe button or one of them. And if you don't,
let me hit them one time.
Utilize your Juneteenth properly and hit one of them like buttons and or whatever you own.
That part right there. You dig?
Hell yeah, but wait, it gets worse.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we're gonna take all your money, not just a little bit of your money. We're gonna take all your money.
So the cost wasn't too bad. With everything, all the discounts, you know what I'm saying? The cost wasn't too bad. So I just have to decide on a time that is really going to work for me to go do it, because I have to not wear contacts for like 3 weeks prior to the surgery. I gotta
so you're gonna be blind.
I ain't gonna be blind. I have 20/30 vision for the record. So whether I'm wearing glasses or contacts or not, I can see.
She gonna be blind, y'all.
Yeah, anyway. So so that's what we went to go do today. We had lunch and we took our sliding glass door out of our house and
we had
cleaned our track
on the
and repaired the track and put it back and did that in like 2 hours. And that was with going to Lowe's.
We had to go to the store to get
some new wheels.
New wheels for the thing.
The little roller wheels. So we did good. I was nervous. He was super excited. But like I think it was because of me. It was because of me. I did that.
Was it because of you?
I did that.
You did that.
If you hadn't had me, you would have towed it up.
Oh, really?
That sounds kind of narcissistic, doesn't it?
Sounds a little bit like that. But, hey, it is what it is. It ain't like I can throw you back.
Nah, you're stuck with me. I say it sounds a little narcissistic because we're going to get into what today's show is about.
If you just now chiming on
we ain't introduced ourselves either.
Yeah, I know, because the show ain't started yet.
Oh, damn. All right.
If you just now chiming on in, go ahead and press the like button.
Whole mic fell on me.
Hit the like button. That's because the mic was like, stop lying.
My mic sounds right. Check
but yeah,
one.
Hey, I'm Sean
Tell him who you is.
Hams.
And I am Treasure Cheltenham, and I too am one of the hams.
She's one of the hams too.
Yeah.
This week she's one of the hams.
This week's I'm one of the, because I did the door.
Right. And then this is the ham show, y'all. So
the ham show.
Every Wednesday night at
8 p.m. Hump Day.
Tune in.
Here we talking about. Drop some stuff in the chat if you want to talk about something in the near future. And then we can put it on our radar for the next show.
Hell, if we might be able to get into something juicy tonight, like narcissism. What about you? Hey, is your husband or wife a narcissist?
Yeah, because y'all brought this up last week, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, this is one of the topics that was out, and we brought it up to the front of the the peoples so y'all can check it out and see if your significant other or whoever the hell you want to call them,
whatever they might be.
right?
So getting into this narcissistic thing, right? So this whole time when everybody, well, not everybody, but when people mentioned it last week and said, hey, let's talk about narcissism and relationships, I kind of started going and doing some homework, doing some research, because that's what we do. And it was kind of frightening. Just like, because hell, it said if you have 5 or more traits, you can be narcissistic, and I got at least 5 of them.
I know, because you ain't shit. That's what's wrong with you. That's the shit I got to deal with. Look, y'all, hey, if I come up missing,
narcissistic people don't kidnap people and shit. That's not what they
y'all
do.
know what happened.
Look, that's not what we do.
Mhm.
No, I'm not narcissist.
That's not what we do. The backpack gang. The narcissist backpack gang is over here.
I can tell. I know I'm not narcissistic by definition because
define it then.
Well, shit, since you mentioned it.
Go on and define it.
Since you mentioned
with your
it.
narcissistic reading ass.
Oh, I got a whole little situation for it. There it is. Matter of fact, read the shit because I can't see it.
I like it when we down at the bottom.
You just said.
I said at the bottom.
You want me to put it the one at the bottom?
You put the one you like. See, you narcissist. You
no,
just do
I
what
did.
You
oh no, you know what? You know why?
What?
You know why? Because I didn't do it up there. That's why.
See?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Okay, I apologize.
And if you just now chiming on in, go ahead and hit the like button so we can acknowledge you.
What up, Ryan?
Right now we have Jordan Young in the building.
Ooh.
And then we got Patrick McGinnis in the building. Oh, okay. It looks like One Awful Day has said something. What we got? Hope all is well. Looking forward to the podcast.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, maybe you might have some narcissist people in your life.
What's up, Raul?
Raul in the building.
Yes, sir. So this is the definition, right? But here's the funny part about this definition.
What's the funny part?
It don't tell you shit.
Tell them, Poppy.
It says a person who has an obsessive interest in or admiration for themselves. Now, if you ask me,
everybody got that.
Come on now, that's just somebody
who the whole world is a narcissist.
Right.
What's the definition at?
Well, to the degree. It's right there. It's kind of small,
Oh, down at the person?
Yeah, it was kind of small.
Oh, my bad.
I was doing some things.
You need to be bigger next time.
Well, I was doing some things. So let's get rid of that for right now. So here's the thing. The definition that it gives you on that level is kind of trash.
For sure.
So like the definition that I pulled up and kind of added to it for myself is this. It's a personality trait characterized by grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. The reason why you want to add that lack of empathy is because everybody right now watching this show, everybody in the world has narcissistic traits. Everybody. So you can't just go, oh, well, this person, loves themselves, you know what I'm saying? And they want to do good by themselves. And that's narcissistic. No, the fuck it's not. It's not. And so we trying to get into how you know you with a narcissistic person. And so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to break down a little bit about what narcissism is and how it's characterized and the traits that come with it, because that'll help you figure out if the person you with is crazy or not.
They crazy.
Or it might be your ass. You know what I'm saying? It might be your ass. Like, we know that narcissistic people can really damage a relationship because of one of the main things that they do. Another trait is gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of gaslighting and a lot of manipulation. And I hate to even use the word manipulation because the word manipulation, people, as soon as you say it, they take it out of context and feel like it's a bad terminology. And manipulation isn't necessarily a bad word. You can manipulate people to do good things. Manipulate buddies.
So just a little bit of trivia.
Tell him, Poppy.
The term gaslighting was coined from the 1938 British play called Gaslight, in which a husband manipulates a wife into thinking that she is crazy by, what is that, Skyly? Is that Skyly?
Slyly.
Oh, slyly. My bad. I can't read without my glasses. Slyly changing the intensity of gaslights in their home when she is left alone. So that's pretty much how it all started. But I guess we use it differently, right?
Kind of, sort of, because like gaslighting is just is really making a person feel good. You just kind of putting them in the, you fucking with them. You
I
know
know
what I'm
my
saying?
gaslight in the car do that all the time. Like the gas light come on and it'd be like, you need to get some gas. But really, I know I got about 40 miles left. Like that's be lying. They be lying to you.
Well, I remember telling you that when my gas light come on, I got about 30 miles. And you was like, how you know that? And I was like, because I do, man. Like, it tells you.
Yeah,
so
you don't be knowing.
Depending on your car and shit, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on your car. But yeah, man, get into this narcissistic thing.
Yeah, how many of y'all over there got a narcissistic ways?
Everybody.
Well, according to the definition, it's the whole damn world, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, technically. But okay, have you ever been in a relationship with a narcissistic person that you know, like, this person is completely, they're narcissistic, period?
If I did, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That means that means it was your ass.
Probably. You never know. You never know.
Let's get back into it, right? Let's get back into it. So these are some of the top 5 traits that I pulled up because there was so many.
Y'all look at my baby with the slides and shit. My baby got the slides popping. Y'all better give us a round of applause for the slides, man.
Your ass stupid.
What?
You is stupid.
I'm just saying, man. Whoever didn't come in tonight because they celebrating Juneteenth. Over there.
I don't know what just happened.
Wife is just look.
I don't know what just happened.
You can't even compliment a motherfucker around here. As soon as you compliment a motherfucker, this that type of stuff that happens.
I was like, what? I was like, I must have hit the button or some shit.
Man, this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
As soon as you compliment somebody, they just start doing crazy.
Hey,
stuff.
For real. Hey, no, Ira, that is completely true. And that's what we're talking about, and that's why this show is kind of important. Because everybody does have narcissistic ways or feelings somewhere, somehow, in some shape or form. And that's why it's kind of hard to just kind of pinpoint a person and go, nah, this is you narcissistic. You know what I mean? Like, my mom got called narcissistic one time for sitting at a bus stop because my mom was fair skinned. She was kind of light, right? And my mom was a weirdo. She was fair skinned. She was fair skinned.
Her skin was fair. That means her skin was not opposed to any color. It was fair.
It just means that
at all times.
It just means that she wasn't dark skinned. You know what I mean? She was lighter than my mom was like. So my mom was a little bit on the lighter side, right?
She looked like a cantaloupe on the outside.
She wasn't that light.
She was cantaloupe-ish.
Cantaloupe-ish. So she wasn't that light, but my mom, we were out at the bus stop. I was a kid, and it was hot out. Sun was beating down. It was hot. I remember my mom had this pink, bright ass pink, like windbreaker jacket, and she kind of had it over her head. You know what I'm saying? Trying to protect herself from the sun. So this dude goes by in the car. He stops. He was like, "Narcissist," and just drove off. I'm like,
nah.
She was like, "What'd he say?" She came out. She was like, "What'd he say?"
Right.
I was like, "He says you're a narcissist." She was like, "Oh, okay." She put it back on and waited for the bus.
What did he try to say? Why you say that?
Well, I don't know what the purpose was. I don't like if you yelling out the car window to somebody that's sitting on a bus stop, that's catching the bus with their child, that's trying to protect themselves from the sun, that they're a narcissist, and you're in a vehicle with AC in it driving past these 2 females. I think you're probably more on the narcissist side than they are. Like, what the fuck, right?
Hey, just a couple shout outs. Ebony Young, Chris Theisen, Calicio Howard. What up, big bro?
Calicio.
Bonetta, is that how you say it? Bonetta Glover, Ira Davis, and Mr. McGinnis. And then
we appreciate y'all, man, for the likes and stuff.
Susan.
Oh shit.
And
Oh,
then
sure.
Jordan Young, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? I appreciate it.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, back to regular schedule program.
All right, going back to what we was talking about. So yeah, man. So I'm like, you can't, yeah. This so the problem with narcissism is that everybody has narcissistic traits, period. What you have to look at is the negative side of the narcissistic traits. And that's where you get into the lack of empathy and things like that. So going back into it real quick, so I can pull up all the stuff that I just,
Yeah, because she just,
screwed up.
magically turned the whole podcast off.
Yeah, but I got good with what I
over
do.
here
You know what I'm
just,
saying?
just Twitter fingers.
Oh
over
my
here.
God. So these are like the top 5 traits of your narcissistic person. And we're going to get into what those categories are in a second. But across the board for all of these categories, even these are your top like 5. Every time I looked it up, if I went to this website, that website, this doctor, this professor, whoever I was talking to or with or reading on, this was like the top 5 across the board. So the grandiose sense of self-importance, right? Like they feel like you are, I don't even want to say beneath them, you know what I'm saying? But like you ain't as important at all.
You know what? I think I knew a narcissistic person, but I was never dating one. Like they just felt like their information was always better than everybody else. Everything they did was just everybody. I mean, your information cool,
but mine
is
on point.
It got punctuation in it.
Right. You know, and it's weird. Like nigga.
Look,
So
Doug talking about he just put down the barbecue. Put the rib down.
Sorry, he just got done barbecuing.
Yeah, put the rib down and go ahead and chime on in with us.
I can't even wait. So they are an attention seeker, meaning like everything that they do, it has to be about them, on them. No matter what you got going on, they're gonna take the attention off of you and put it on them, right? They have a sense of entitlement. And we're not gonna talk about, the entitlement people out there.
Doug says, do you have to have all 5?
What, to be narcissist?
Right.
You have to have a minimum of 5 traits or more to have narcissist traits, but not necessarily be narcissistic.
What?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Going on, man. That means the whole world is fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. So technically, by definition, everybody can be narcissistic at a time and point. But what we're talking about, he said, phew.
Yeah, for sure.
What we're talking about real quick is we're talking about people who are like this all day, every day. This is them. And so what we don't, and when we get into it, you're going to see what I'm talking about. What we fail to realize is we fuel narcissistic people. We don't realize it. So for instance, a parent, to give you an example, a child that grew up with a narcissistic parent is usually a child who is well-disciplined, well-mannered. Not to say that these are bad traits, but I'm explaining to you why they have these traits.
Electricians.
Fucking fat.
Yeah, for sure.
They grew up with narcissistic parents, and they have these traits of just trying to make sure that they make people happy, they stay out of the way, and they usually have high anxiety, and they're on edge all the time because they're trying to give themselves, space or whatever around this narcissistic person. They don't want to set them off. So they treat them a certain way, which over time fuels the narcissism. You know what I'm saying? They treat them a certain way because they're like, I don't want this motherfucker to trip out on me. So I'm gonna be, here you go. Thank you. Have a good day. They're those type of people, right? So those are usually the children who came up with narcissistic parents. So going back to this, they can be arrogant. We know some arrogant ass people.
Doug said he got number 1, like on point.
Grandiose sense of self-importance. I mean, shit, so do I. That's why I'm like, I actually had to study myself one time to see if I was narcissist. And I was like, nah, because I don't lack empathy. And I genuinely give a damn about people. And it
depends on the subject where I lack empathy at.
You lack empathy on everything.
No, I don't.
On everything. So, yeah.
It just depends on the subject.
This one. This one. Something's going on, I guess, with some of these chats because I don't see some of this stuff.
What you mean?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm getting stuff on my phone that I don't see.
What you mean?
Because I think Chris mentioned me in a comment, but I don't see it. That's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Something's going on.
What is it, lagging?
Yeah, like I'm not seeing Chris. I'm seeing you on my phone, but for whatever reason, we're not seeing you in our
Ask
comments.
him hey Chris, what are you
What
watching the
platform
show
are you
on?
watching the show on, Chris? Because I got you on my phone, but for whatever reason,
And what platform and whose page?
yeah,
You might have to switch to the
To the-
Hams page.
to the Hams. Yeah, I would go to the Hams either on YouTube or it looks like that's what's missing actually.
What?
The Hams. Oh no, there it is.
It
It's
says
there.
it's up
It's
there.
there. I don't know. Something's going on. But anyway, going back to this. So they arrogant, and the reason that number 5 for me had to definitely be in the top 5 is because that is the one thing that you can definitely tell about a narcissistic person. They truly lack empathy. They don't give a fuck. You be like, my dog died, my mama just died. They be like, oh, did you see the new car I bought? You know what I mean? You be like, what?
I bet she would have liked this car we got.
Check out my new bracelet. You know what I mean? Like, did you not hear anything I just said to you? So,
Chris
those
says he's on Facebook.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not showing. It's not showing.
I don't know what's going on, but
Is it which page is it? Is it Miss Treasure page, Sean Cheltenham?
yeah,
Or,
I don't know.
That way we could try to get it fixed.
Bonetta, I'm not seeing Bonetta's either. Like
Is she in there?
Creed, there's a bunch of people.
She said, "Did you think a person can change from their narcissistic ways?"
Susan, shout out to you, my love. We appreciate the stars for show. We give it up for Susan K. Durbin. Thank you for those stars. We appreciate you.
So I'll just read them off the phone. For some reason, they're not coming through the feed.
Yeah, something's going on.
Yeah, it's probably the argument that StreamYard's having with Facebook.
And oh, real quick, first and foremost, y'all put in work last week. We want to say thank you and we want to shout y'all out. We couldn't stream from our page last week from the Hams because of the whole situation that StreamYard was doing with you got to have so many viewers and followers. Y'all made sure we had those followers that we needed so we could stream. And we just want to say thank you for that. We appreciate you. We love you. And, that's the type of love we're talking about when we're, helping this show move forward because we plan on doing some really, really good, cool shit.
What's up, Mr. Bogan? How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not showing up over here, baby.
Cree, you gonna be? What's up, sis? I ain't seen you in a minute. Is she gonna be in Vegas? He said I was describing the way he was raised. So Chris, and that's the thing. So it's we might have to look at some of these. It's very possible. Okay, there you go, Chris. I see you. Stay in YouTube then.
Yeah. If you guys have a problem getting on, go to the YouTube.
Go to YouTube or go to the Hams page.
Yeah, on Facebook. Go to the Hams page.
Yeah.
That way we can read all your stuff and put it up on screen like that.
Yeah.
Or like that.
Yeah, we got
you. And we'll be able to talk to you. Sorry about the inconvenience, but
hey, we just going with the flow,
man. Bad, man.
We going with the flow. A lot of this stuff, like I was trying to explain to Sean the other day, a lot of this stuff I found to be that the numbers are not correct. Like it's saying how many people was live, but it's more people than that, clearly, because they're coming in from different places. So some of these messages I'm gonna try to read and go back to.
Yeah,
we see you, cuz.
I see you, cuz.
We see you. We see you. Yeah. We see you, Doug. We see you. See you shut down Facebook. They don't like me up in this bitch.
Facebook be asking. I mean, they be doing weird stuff. They shouldn't be doing that to us. We over here trying to get along with them and be.
Bonetta said she said it's on my phone, so it's not in the feed.
Oh, it looks like my mom is watching. Hey, mom, how you doing?
Hey, mom. I see you guys popping in now. For whatever reason, it's something's going on. But
everybody type in the chat and just say hello.
Yes.
So we can see y'all.
Yeah, so we can see who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you on Facebook or if you on YouTube. It looks
like it's populating slow.
It is. I'm starting to see it now. It's weird, but I'm gonna try to go to some of these questions that I didn't even know we had.
Yeah, let's
you know
try
what I'm
to
saying?
Those questions.
Bonetta said that a true narcissist get mad when you call them a narcissist.
There goes Bonetta.
Yeah, I see you, Bonetta.
Yeah.
Seriously, and so that's because they know that they're a narcissist. And the crazy part about being a narcissist is that it really is a really terrible, terrible thing. Like you're a terrible person. For real, for real.
Yeah, Chris Dyson said narcissism is a millennial term, and Gen X never used that word. I never heard of it until after the millenniums.
Well, shit, it's a lot of stuff we never heard of
Yeah,
until after the millennium.
They kind of, they worked them new words.
You never heard of a pansexual till after that
Right.
too. So I mean,
and
that's
then toxic is used a lot too now.
yeah. Oh, that's for everybody's favorite word.
Oh,
You're
this
toxic.
Is toxic. This is toxic. That's toxic.
Because it sums up so very
your,
much.
Your breath is toxic.
You know what I'm saying? I love you too, Bonetta. I love you too, baby. We gotta hang out, man, for real.
I see Ebony on Facebook, but not on this.
So the LASIK, Chris, is going to be $3,900.
Yeah, roughly $3,900.
Be about $3,900, and that was after the discounts. It started out at like $5,500 or something like that, and it'll be about $3,900. No, and for those who are going to ask, no, your vision usually do not pay for that because they consider it cosmetic.
It's cosmetic
because they feel like you could put some contacts in, or you could wear glasses to correct your vision. No, that's what I said, Chris. So it'll be $3,900, and you know, I'm gonna be in here blick it. Hey, so I'm gonna take y'all on my journey when I do that.
Just to chime on in, I apologize for earlier weeks if we didn't see your what you said in the chat over on here, but we've been having an issue with Facebook really bad. So not only are they not showing our numbers and calculating our numbers properly, but at the same time they was trying to say we couldn't even broadcast on our particular page.
I don't see Leah yet. And Chris, what happens if you're one of the few that gets hurt from it? What do you mean, from LASIK? Or are you talking about narcissism?
Yeah, we talk about several things all the time. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. That's what we do. This show is unscripted, is unorthodox. What's up, Angelica? What's up?
Yeah, we see you on the chat on StreamYard. We just hopefully they'll fix this by next week. I'm gonna put in StreamYard and say, y'all, somebody ain't doing their job.
I mean, what up, Sincere in the building?
Sincere's
Chris,
it's not.
It's not okay. So the numbers is 99%.
Yeah,
the
1% is the one that
the 1% is usually, if something goes wrong, it's usually like right after surgery. And the something that could go wrong are things like maybe there's a fiber that got underneath your cornea, so they got to go in there and flush it out, get it out. Maybe it's a little bit more painful than normal. Some people it's more painful than others. You know, it just depends, but it's a 1%. So 99% rate of success and you being able to see and having no issues. 1% of you having some sort of difficulty that gets corrected because they're using a laser. So it's not like they in your eye with their fingers and shit like that. So it should be good. And it's a 15-minute ordeal. It takes seconds to do each eye. So your healing process is could be a couple days. And they said most people can go to work the next day, but I don't listen to these doctors. They told me after I had my knee surgery that I'll be hiking in a week. And
Mom says she had hers done and it was great.
See,
Stephen is watching now.
See, it's been a few people who've told me about LASIK where I was like, okay, I trust these people. My brother just got it done not too long ago. He got something done to his eyes and he was like, sis, do it. So we gonna go on and do it, and I'm gonna take y'all on that journey with me.
You put the link just to the ham page. We're gonna try to segue everybody to the ham page. I know most of you guys watch us on our personal pages, but because we're having a whole lot of issues with StreamYard and Facebook, we're gonna try to get everybody to the same page. So when you have some time, go ahead and jump on the hams and
or the YouTube,
or hit the YouTube. And then subscribe there. That way we can try to eliminate all these issues because we want everybody to be heard. And
we don't really want to miss you because people got comments that they're making, and I definitely don't want to miss them.
And we also don't want you to feel like we're ignoring you because it's not the case.
Not the case.
And Vicky says, hi guys, nice to see you both.
Hey.
Ozuna says, F that shit. I'm scared AF. To do LASIK.
That's the stuff. That was me though, bro. I was like, this is my eyes we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is my eyes. So I was like,
Sincere said he had it done 10 plus years ago and he had no issues.
Yeah, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, so there's a lot of people saying do it. It's not gonna be what you think it is. So I'm like, all right, let's go for it then.
Yeah. So y'all take the time out and hit those links that we put in the chat and sign up to one of those particular pages. That way we can always hear what you got to say and there won't be any discrepancies.
Yeah, we trying to keep
He
the
said, exactly, one slip up and you'll be blind.
No, that's what I said. I was like, ain't nobody got time for that.
That is
Like,
so funny.
that's what I said. I was like, nah, dude, I'm cool. All right, let me see if I got this worked out so I can at least share this part. I shared way too much, but I'll put this in there. So hopefully this should work right here. Well, at least for the YouTube, trying to get you guys to get the YouTube link as well.
Oh yeah, get the YouTube link, y'all. Sorry about this inconvenience, but y'all go ahead and hit these things up so we can get everybody in the same spot at the same time on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Hump Day.
Hump Day. Can we get rid of that comment real quick?
What comment?
That's up on.
Let's do that.
So yeah, going back to these top 5 traits.
So if you have 5 of these traits
or more,
then you messed up.
If you
something wrong with you.
It says if you have at least 5, you can have narcissistic traits and you can be potentially narcissistic.
I got a sense of entitlement when it comes time to eat my Chinese food.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to them egg rolls, I don't want nobody in my egg rolls. What?
He said maybe I'll do one at a time. I could be one-eye Willie if they go wrong.
Right.
Nah, you're gonna want to do them both, bro. Trust me.
Renetta's watching. Hey, Renetta.
What up, Renetta?
Stephen said that last time I went to the eye doctor, he said if you young, what?
Let me see.
Right there at the bottom.
Last time I went to the eye doctor, he said if you young, then it's cool, but if you older, they say it's kind of pointless. That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
It really did. So first and foremost,
doctor was lazy. He didn't want to do no work.
Yeah,
he
because
was like, you showed up for the appointment. He was like, "Oh, this motherfucker."
Yeah, that's not true. It's genetics. It's how well you take care of yourself. It's there's all kind of things that go with that. So like this for me should last me like 30 years because my eyes have not changed either. So
he said, take a Benadryl on the way there.
You stupid. I'm not taking shit.
Said.
I'm not taking shit.
And
I'm gonna be sober.
He said some dark sunglasses.
So Chris said, women, generally speaking, every woman I've ever been with has all 5.
You just be getting winners over there, Chris.
Chris. Okay,
you
Steph,
might want to go to a different bar, Chris.
Yeah, for real. So listen, we finna get into the nitty gritty, y'all.
Renita says she don't care about what she says. She'd rather wear her glasses. She don't mind.
Yeah, and I mean, it's cool for some people. For me, it's not. Like,
somebody say they
because I'm narcissistic, so I gotta have my shades on when it's hot, and if I gotta wear glasses, then I can't have my shades on.
Somebody say they subscribe to YouTube now. That's great. Thank y'all.
We appreciate you.
Go ahead and keep
there you go, Angelica.
To the right spots that way.
Yeah, that's it. Just subscribe to the Hams or YouTube page. Yeah. You good? I promise you.
Yeah.
He said, I've been told I lack empathy sometimes.
Sincere.
Just get some blue blockers. Well, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, so there's so many traits to being a narcissist person. That's not even funny. Those are the reason I put those top 5 up there, because I'm making the point of sharing the fact that everybody has those 5. You can have those 5, but if you got all these traits, they're just on top of each other, and this is who you are every day, you're pretty much narcissistic. So getting into the nitty gritty, y'all, baby, we need to pull up your outline for this one.
Hold on, let me get them off.
This right here.
What outline?
The outline.
The one you sent me?
Yeah.
Okay.
This right here is talking about the 4 types of narcissism. Now, technically, grandiose and vulnerable can be separate. I just put them on as one because it just makes more sense. Because the grandiose, we're gonna get into which and how they work and how you can identify them in a relationship. So the grandiose, the overt narcissist person. This person believes that they are like inherently better than you. They are the grandiose, they're attention seeking, they're very arrogant. And according to Dr. Pascal Wallach, a PhD psych professor out of the University of New York, he says these people inherently feel great about themselves. Then they can be extremely arrogant and feel like they are perfect, so they are absolutely not the problem.
Doug said we have like 6 Facebooks open right now. Okay, Doug, we'll just go to the one.
Why you got to read that right now while I'm trying to read what narcissism is about? Why you gonna cut me off to read that Doug got some pages open?
I'm just trying to.
You ain't got to read everything.
Don't get mad at me.
You ain't got to read everything.
Okay.
Damn. See what I'm saying?
Hey. See, narcissism over here.
And then you're gonna put I got my stuff up. You're gonna put that up there.
Okay, my bad.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, damn.
Shit.
Oh,
what's up, Miss Diamond? Miss Diamond is in the building.
So wait, what's up, Miss Diamond? How you doing?
I'm just saying, like, there's a time and a place. I'm trying to explain it and get the people.
Don't get mad, Twine.
Anywho, y'all. So that's your overt narcissist person. Do you like, nigga? You know, they like you, nigga. You narcissistic as hell. Like, you could tell they are the top of the top. I'm so far from narcissistic. It's not. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm far from it.
She ain't far from
I'm not far from it.
17 traits, man.
I got a lot of the traits. I do.
Got about 35 traits.
I do. I have a lot of the traits.
Got all 630. Like every time she talks,
how you go from 17 to 35 to 600?
They studying her for traits. They like, oh, they're going nothing.
Nah,
they're going nothing.
Why you lying to these people, man?
Can I say what the people say?
You know what? Go on and tell the people.
All right,
let me let you. We're gonna give him his narcissistic time.
Can you blow this up?
Oh, now you want me to blow that up? Then you've never asked me. When I blow it up, you say don't do it.
She says, I asked the man who I believe is my soulmate, mirror images. Does that make me a narcissist? LOL. But real question.
You asked the man what?
Yeah, what you ask him?
What did you ask him? You said, I asked the man whether or not if you were narcissistic.
Right. Yeah.
Is that what you asked him? Because I mean, asking a person if you're narcissistic doesn't make you narcissistic either. It really doesn't.
I don't know about
Susan, welcome back. That's all good. You back in the building now.
What she do? Drop her phone?
Yeah, and it got
don't be driving and looking at the show now, baby.
And once again, give it up for y'all. Give it up for Susan. She sent us 200 stars. We appreciate you. Yes, she did.
Girl.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, Susan.
We need to have a song for that. We need to get the little thing popping.
Get it popping. The little Cash App sound. That ching ling 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 ling. Like, thank you for that. We appreciate you, Susan. Oh, Leah. Okay, I'm back. if I'm narcissistic because I love him because he reminds me so much of me, I love myself. No, because see, loving yourself does not make you narcissistic.
Wouldn't narcissism be more like a bad thing?
So here's the problem.
Can you be narcissistic and be a superhero?
Okay, we're gonna get into that. Because I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up because
don't put your hands up.
That takes me to the next ones. So we're gonna get to that, and that's a communal narcissistic person. So most people who are like most people, she said, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, most people who are narcissistic, they are also angry, or they can be made angry very quickly. So it's like, that whole saying of going from 0 to 100 real quick.
She just got mad at me when I was trying to get y'all. I mean, this show is about y'all, and I thought I was, participating in reading the stuff with y'all, and look at me now, stuck.
That was some narcissistic shit he just did. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all about I'm trying to educate y'all on the education.
On the education.
So no, listen, Angelica, no. If you love yourself and you have great qualities, it's okay to try to look for somebody who has the similar qualities or traits. That just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But the problem with narcissistic people is, though they have great qualities that makes you stronger and makes you a person that's ready to build for yourself, you have those real fucked up qualities as well. Like lack of empathy is a huge one. To just not empathize with somebody when they're going through something, especially if they're close to you, and then on top of that, make the situation about you is like crazy. So, and a lot of them, when they they play victim, and we're gonna get into that. So we were talking about the grandiose and the covert narcissistic person, right? So now the covert narcissistic person, this person is introverted, they're hypersensitive, and they're very insecure. Now, what's interesting about them is they're way more common than that grandiose narcissist. So the covert person, that's why they call them a covert. So they're more common. They believe that everyone is against them, right? They can be anxious, they can be angry, sullen, resentful, they can be victimized, and they can be hostile. They can also be sad, you know what I'm saying? And they usually have issues from childhood, you know, which causes this type of level of narcissism, like I was talking about earlier, having a parent, you know what I'm saying, that was narcissistic. And a lot of she's like my ex. So this person you got to be very careful with, because their manipulation is to the finest. Everything that you do or that they do, they try to make it like you're the problem. You did it. It's your fault. Ain't nothing on them. And why is you lying to these people? Do not lie to these people. They gonna think that shit for real, man. He's lying to y'all. Like some of this stuff, I got a lot of. I'll admit, I have a lot of narcissistic
really going down,
traits.
I'm gonna do my eyes like this.
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna let you know.
Don't do that. So this person
really going down like that.
Yeah. So now we know who the op is over here.
I ain't do nothing.
But yeah, they try to be victimized. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, if you hadn't have done it or said, if you could have just said it this way, then maybe that wouldn't have happened, and then we could have all been happy together. Mm-hmm. See, so what it all comes down to is that this is your fault. And they convince you into believing and thinking that this shit, whatever's happening, is your fault. Nah, don't tell people. That is not. I'm finna cut the show, like for real.
Don't be getting all Twan.
Nah, I'm finna cut the show off. I'm finna cut the show off because he over here playing.
Mad.
He over here playing. See, so now we get into the communal one. The communal one. That's the guy right there. That's the one. These people are more socially engaging, and they want to be viewed as heroic, or a savior, and they want to be validated at all times. So like the crazy part is, if they don't get validation, that's what pisses them off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So okay, y'all watch Facebook, y'all be on Facebook, right? You see those people that go out and they got their cell phone, right? And they're like, oh, your Chinese food is at the door.
Chinese time, y'all. Excuse me. Go ahead, baby. Continue.
Yeah, I do that. That way I won't get rudely interrupted.
It's your show anyway. Go ahead.
Oh, it's my show now. Do you see that? You see that? That's how he did me. He said, I'm just gonna piggyback. I ain't really here tonight. I don't really care. That's what he told me before we did the show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, talking about your communal people, they will have them, the ones that had a phone, right? They be all out with their phone talking about, oh, I'm giving the homeless a meal today, or I'm doing this, they always doing something, and they want everybody to see it. They want everybody to know about it, and they want you to go, oh my God, good job. I'm so proud of you. That's so cool that you did that. And if you don't, where the food at? Oh, and if you don't, then they're just like, so you don't think that was good for me to go out there and do that? I mean, I helped 100 people today. I did this, I did that. I da 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 da. You're like, so nigga, like, you like, and like you volunteered to go do that, but they have an ulterior motive, and their motive is, I need to be validated, so I'm gonna go do this so you can validate me. Yeah, the communal one is the one. That's the one.
I'm about to validate that Chinese food.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Jordan, you come over and get some.
Yeah, man. Come on. Yeah, come on. This is just, well, I'll tell you about Black. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
They're there.
Trying to look at some of these comments, making sure I ain't missed nothing.
Yeah, because it's a bunch.
Yeah, man. I don't.
It's a
Sorry,
whole
y'all.
bunch.
If we still miss some of y'all, it's not on purpose. I
It's not
promise
our
you.
fault.
Nah, I promise you.
It's not our fault.
We'll tell you if we ignoring your ass. I'll be like, I'm ignoring you. But no, we truly we had some issues and we don't even know what we had, what was going on. But
Y'all know what to do when that Chinese food hit, though.
Hey.
Like, don't act like you don't know.
Right, that part right there.
Right.
So yeah, the communal ones, those are the ones that want validation. And most of your narcissist people, they want validation anyway. So but the communal one, that's the one that does all of these things. They volunteer in the neighborhood, they feed the homeless, they go do this, they
So
go
then
do that.
I can never be that then because
You don't do nothing.
I don't need validation. I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Nah, you don't. You're not narcissistic at all.
I know.
At all. You don't even have that many traits.
Tell me, baby. You want to tell them. Tell them how it is, baby.
What I was doing was narcissistic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to show the people. I'm trying to give them,
No.
because narcissistic people will find a way to destroy you and tear you down and make it seem like they're not. And you like, you just sitting here dogging me, right? They're very good at that shit.
I gotta pull up my list again because I had to restart.
Oh my god! So the next one we're gonna get into, this one's kind of funny. This one is the malignant. This is the malignant. Did I get the malignant one? Did I talk about the malignant one?
She got a malignant mole.
Yeah, them the malignant one. I skipped malignant and started talking about communal, and didn't even get into.
You can't skip malignant.
Nah, we can't skip malignant for sure.
You can't skip
But
that.
the malignant one, these people are more manipulative, exploitative, coercive, cold, and very calculated. They have a combination of narcissism, antisocial behaviors, aggression, and sadism. Them the ones that you know, like how they say a malignant tumor. You know what I'm saying?
It's just out of control.
Yeah, like
It's just all over the place.
Like them the ones you kind of really want to stay away from. You know, for obvious reasons.
Like
yeah,
the people that just be coming to your table and talking over your food and stuff. That's malignant. That's straight malignant. You don't know what's coming out their mouth onto your snacks. That's so malignant. Y'all need to get yourself together out there.
Yeah, but now those are the ones that you definitely are afraid of. Now, and don't get them confused with the covert, because the covert is a problem too. But the covert you'll kind of find faster than the malignant one, because the malignant one will implant themselves and like definitely destroy you from within. And you know, I know people who've been in relationships like that where they were abused mentally, physically, emotionally, and don't know how the hell they even got there. And I'll tell you how you got there. You were with a narcissist. So, and a narcissist, what they'll do is over time, you don't even know what's happening to you. That's why I say a narcissist it's a dangerous thing, because we fuel narcissistic people without knowing we're fueling them. And so, and we fuel them because we try to walk a certain way around them. We walk on eggshells. We're trying to, I'm gonna be really nice so they don't trip out today. And like I said, with the kid, when you got a narcissistic parent, you're catering to that parent all the time. You don't want that parent to cuss you out if they curse at you or beat you. You're trying to avoid all of that. So your behavior for yourself changes, which in turn changes who you are. So it's a cycle that is very vicious, and it's definitely to the point where if you feel like you in a relationship with a narcissistic person, or you could be narcissistic, and you definitely should seek help. Like, I'm not even gonna bullshit. Chris says everyone is a narcissist. Best way to avoid them is to avoid everyone. No,
Chris said he's gonna be alone. He won't talk to nobody.
Chris.
He might be a introvert.
I could see Chris being an introvert. Yeah, I could see Chris being an introvert. Yeah, I could see that, because Chris can kind of, but see, Chris can still hang out and chill and play games and, you know, come slap some bones with you. You know what I'm saying? He says, no, I'm not. No, not an introvert. Just tired of all the new words. I love you, Chris.
That's funny.
I love you, Chris. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's kind of breaking it down. You know, on these, and here's what I didn't know. I didn't know that there were like different characteristics of narcissists. I just thought it was this one big ass, like, you're a narcissist. Like, I didn't know you could be a specific narcissist, but that's what these medical professionals do. They break all this stuff down.
They be trying to get more, years out of their job by adding new stuff every year.
Yeah.
Knowing that come on, man.
Yeah, they break all this stuff down and then they start, acting like, we was talking about that today about the new words. We was like, this word didn't exist.
Right.
Because remember, ADD and ADHD, none of that shit existed. I'm gonna tell you what that is. You didn't get your ass whooped. Yep. Sorry, not sorry. You didn't eat the right foods
because got too much sugar in your diet.
Yeah, something's in your diet is off, and you didn't get your ass whooped.
And that's why you can't sit down.
And you didn't get your ass whooped because you probably had a parent that had to go to work. That is a single parent, so they couldn't stay home.
And I get ADD when people ain't talking about shit either. Like, I didn't been in many classes where the teacher was just horrible.
Just clear eye, dry eye.
And then you just all of a sudden you be you know what I'm saying? You got to do all that extra stuff just to make the class interesting. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the hard part because, teachers want to be teachers, but they don't realize that everybody don't learn the same way. So you got to be, for lack of better words, you got to come up with, you got to come up with some shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, some of these teachers, man, oh my God.
It's the kids'
Clear
fault.
eyes.
Dry eyes. It's not the kids' fault, Me too. Thank you, Angelica. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
You can't blame it on the kids when the teacher ain't interesting. Like if the teacher was interesting and they was teaching good and everything was like, wow, I really want to learn this shit. Then and the kid's still bad, then your kid's toe up.
Listen, I'm learning more Spanish on Duolingo than I did in Spanish class. So you know what I'm saying? ¿Quieres un té?
¿Qué pasó?
Oh Lord. All right, never mind.
¿Qué pasó, Chinese food?
What's up, Miss Evelyn in the building? You was diagnosed with ADHD. Hold on, let's see. Let's talk about it. She said, I was diagnosed ADHD at 6 years. It's a form of autism. It's a neurological disorder. What if I told you it's not?
Yeah, what doctor said that?
What if I told you that it's not a neurological disorder and that the doctor gonna tell you that shit because they don't even know.
They don't even know what it is.
Because in reality, let me tell you how I know, and I want y'all to hear me out for a second. Let me tell you how I know that a lot of this stuff. Oh, Angelica, don't you start. Don't you start. I'm still learning now. She said, I thought the same thing, disagree with the neurological diagnosis. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel like it's not, because this isn't something that was going around in the 80s. It wasn't going around in the 70s. It wasn't in the 60s. It wasn't until the late 90s, I believe, came and they came up with this.
It's made up.
And when you think about what happened and what transpired in that time frame, you lost the dad from the household and in a lot of the Black and Hispanic communities. You lost the mother being able to be home and actually be a mother and raise the children and cook and clean and do homework and teach kids how to grow up. You lost family structure. So when you lose family structure and you're raising children, and you're raising them in an atmosphere that is not family-like, and it does not have a structure that is designed for a child to learn to see a mother and a father that love one another, that's building, that's growing. They get to see the mom and talk about wisdom and growth and caring and nurturing, and then they get to have a father who teaches them logic and safety and all these. Like, when you go away from that, that's going to cause all kind of shit to happen within your mindset of how you're raised in your brain. And so the same thing with narcissism. Narcissism wasn't around many years ago either. It was something that was created because of how we develop as people. And what we got to understand is the food that we eat dictates a whole lot. I'm here to tell you, I've been doing things for the last few years to try to make sure that what I tell people is correct. So I'm using myself as a guinea pig. The food matters. It truly matters. Eating a poor diet you can't even find your words sometimes. And I'm not talking about, the old age or because you might be high, so you got short-term memory loss. We're not talking about none of that stuff. We're talking about simply having brain cells that deteriorate and go away because you're no longer using them, because you are everything is being covered up by what you're eating. There's certain fruits and vegetables and foods that actually increase the mindset. They increase how you're more vivid and look at things in life. So it's like it's a huge thing. Yes, Evelyn, that's what I was finna get to. Narcissism is created through trauma. You're not born or not. Thank you so very much for that. So I was on my way there. That's where I was going with this whole thing. It is definitely something that's trauma, is caused by trauma, and it's usually from childhood. All your trauma is usually from childhood. You know what I'm saying? It usually is. Chris says a chain of events. Now every kid is diagnosed with something and needs a pill and a special program and all this bullshit. I
They
agree.
just want them all to be quiet. That's why they keep giving them all that Seroquel and
Mhm.
all the rest of that crap they be giving these kids. They just want them to shut up and be quiet instead of learning how to, get them to act right.
Susan, I appreciate you, love. I appreciate you. Get you some rest. Get your son to school tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in with us. Be sure to tune in next week. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Much love to you. Shout out to Susan again for them 200 stars, man. That's what's up. We appreciate you, love.
Nighty night.
Yeah, kiss the baby for us. Make sure y'all say y'all prayers. Peace and blessings. But yes, trauma all day long. Trauma. And that's why I say, like, narcissistic people are fed without knowing that they're being fed, and people who are feeding them not knowing. Because when you're catering to a person just because you don't want to hear their mouth, you're catering to their bullshit. And so sometimes you got to say, nah, dude, you're going to have to fix this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's rough because there are some people who literally trip out when you pull a card. So I get it, you trying to keep the peace, so you just don't want to have these conversations. But man, Chris says child support is king. Uncle Sam is the new daddy. Fathers aren't needed when the village has all the answers, programs, and medications. Hey, facts,
yeah,
Chris.
Sure. Yeah,
Facts, Chris.
That's a factor too.
Facts. And that's kind of what they want. And that's what people don't understand, not to even get off the subject, but a lot of the stuff that was designed was for you to be dependent upon a system. When you got to go collect food stamps for the rest of your life. We're not talking about when you're going through a struggle and you got a short period of time. You're like, you know what, this is what I got to do for the moment to get back on my feet, because we've all been there. But when you're groomed for it, meaning you get told as a woman, right? Now, a father with a child has a hard ass time going down there to get welfare.
Yeah, for sure.
Hard time.
Yeah.
But let a woman go down there.
They don't show them no love.
She finna get food stamps. She finna get a bus pass. She finna get
TANF,
all kind of stuff, right?
All kind of
But
medical.
Under one circumstance, daddy can't be in the house.
Right.
What if y'all just got laid off from your job and things went wrong? You just need some help for the moment. That's what you pay all these damn taxes for.
You just need a couple of months.
Man,
but
I'm telling you.
You don't get nothing. Nothing.
Yep. Chris said, that's why I didn't join you last week on the Father's Day special. I wasn't good enough to be a dad for my children until the child support was over. Then I'm good enough to be a father. Hell no. Chris, we would have loved to have had you on the show for that.
That would have been good.
That would have been good, bro, because we was talking about it all. You know what I'm saying? But we was definitely saluting the real ones. You know what I mean? Because that's important. And I don't think that the men get enough credit. Just men being men in general, period, across the board. They don't get enough credit. They get drugged down enough, and it's like then the women come right behind and start doing it too. It's kind of disgusting. Father's Day, no child support day. But listen, man, just kind of to give you guys what you asked for last week. Hopefully we gave you a little bit of insight on narcissism and how it works, and kind of how that, because I didn't know that there was so many characteristics. I didn't know that there were so many traits. I pulled up a list that had like over 20 some traits.
And if you're around somebody who's narcissistic, just slap them in the back of their neck and start running down the street laughing.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because narcissistic people can also be very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that.
Well, I'm gonna slap him in the back
Not slap him in the back of the head.
and just run off. Ooh, 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 like Daffy Duck on him.
That's some shit that he would love to do, honestly. But if y'all got some questions, hit us with some questions. You dig?
This is now time for the questions.
He said, when is the next Bones game? Probably the 4th of July.
I don't know. We're gonna have to set up some bone championships or something.
Yeah, man, probably the 4th of July. I need my dishes washed. That's the only line Chris remembered from playing Bones.
Mhm.
Hey, y'all, but what y'all want to hear next week? Because we was going to do an open forum show next week because it's getting towards the end of the month. You know, we got to do one open forum show every month. So what y'all want to talk about? You let us know. Put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Put multiple things in the chat. We align our shows for the next few weeks. But we're going to have an open forum as of right now for next week, unless y'all want us to get on something specific, because, you know, we love getting into stuff. But
open forum is always fun, especially with Chris and George.
Oh my God, Chris, Jordan, Steph, yeah. Sincere.
I'm starting to like open forum days.
Yeah, Sincere. Open forum is dope. I like open forum because it's just like you all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We talking about this, we talking about that. We like that anyway. And what we kind of want this show to be about is like, you know, having a conversation just in a group of just having a conversation.
Just having a conversation.
We're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
But in the midst of having that conversation, you get a little bit of education, you get a little bit of knowledge, and, you know, you find out some things. And, you know, but like I say, I think people are afraid too to ask specific questions. Cause I'm like, I'll be asking, you couldn't tell me to ask no question. Cause I would be asking some shit that's out of this world.
No questions.
He said, how about this zombie apocalypse coming? It's already here, bro. You see niggas is eating bath salts, eating people under the freeway.
Man face on the strip down here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, like what are we talking about?
Come on, man. We already there.
Yeah, it's here.
I think we reported on that, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't. So on open forum, we're gonna have a lot of more news, Las Vegas news. There, you know, just to start the show, and then we'll get to talking about open forum.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, honestly, open forum is probably, I'm gonna find a way to turn it into something super cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet, but I'm gonna turn it into something. Chris said, I got a bad feeling though, like shit is about to be sour. Well, here's my thing, Chris.
Well, get your katana swords ready. And your
he saw this weird shit going on in the world. Listen, here's my thing on that. I feel the same way. And honestly, I think that because of technology and where it is today, that's why a lot of stuff is being exposed. He said, Chris said, I'll be talking some shit on open forum. We know, Chris, that's why we telling
Chris
you.
Be doing it.
But yeah, and that's next week, y'all. Open forum is next week. But yeah, the way the world is going today, man, like the reason why we're seeing a lot of stuff is because of social media. All of these cameras is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The internet is going crazy. The internet is having fun. And we get to find out things that was hidden from us for years. And when you the problem is when you start digging, you start getting information. And when you start getting information, you start getting more and more knowledge about shit. And you like, oh, that was for real. Oh, this is true. And then I don't know about you, but then you go down a rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'll be like, oh, I got to find out more. And you find a whole bunch of stuff going on. And so, you know, they say it's only going to be 144,000. That's all I got to say. What is that noise?
Somebody else saw it.
Oh, they moving trash cans?
Sound like fireworks.
Oh, probably. Sincere says a couple of guys and myself were talking about Trump being able to run for president. And if that happens, then the question on apps asking, are you a felon, should be removed. What are your thoughts? You know what? Let's talk about it real quick. We got a little time. The problem with removing are you a felon on specific apps is that some apps, some jobs, you just absolutely can't be a felon. And understand what being a felon means. We're not going to talk about the felony, right? We're not talking about what you did. We're talking about lack of discipline because you lacked discipline to do whatever you did to become a felon in the first place. And so I think that when you have a business and stuff and you're trying to run a business and you're trying to be successful, people are in business to make money. That's the first thing you have to understand. Nobody opens up a business to help people. That's bullshit. You open up an organization to help people, right? So absolutely, the presidency would be one of those jobs. However,
Well,
I'm
gonna add to what you about to say.
you know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
There are specific jobs that require a felon, right? Because of how felons, quote unquote, think. Most of the people that are felons are usually drug dealers, right? They were wrapped up in some sort of scandal, some sort of racketeering, whatever the deal was. But what they ultimately was doing, they was running a successful ass business is what they were doing. Let's talk about it. Let's be 100. If you locking up this man because he got kilos and kilos and kilos of cocaine and he got millions and millions of dollars of money, he done laundered this and laundered that. This dude was running a successful business and you mad because your ass didn't get a piece of the
Let
pie.
me tell you this: the first felon to ever run for president was Eugene V. Debs, and he was a Socialist Party candidate who famously ran for president from the jail cell in 1920 in a 1920 election. So, as of right now, there are no laws that bars a felon from running for president. As of right now, there are no laws for that. Now, private organizations that put felon on the application, they have that right, whichever state they're in. But yes, I agree. They shouldn't be able to use it against you.
Yeah. And
You've
that's
already
the thing.
served your time.
You did
Yeah.
you're supposed to get rehabilitated, right?
Now, if you was a felon for
Ricky!
for robbing banks, then maybe you shouldn't get a job in that field.
You shouldn't be in a bank.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you shouldn't be in
and
that
that's the
field.
thing. So when you get a felony and they look at it, if it was a felony for robbing something or something like that, they're not going to put you around money.
Right.
They're just not going to do it, right?
Or if you worked in the back of Target and you was shuffling 45-inch or 55-inch TVs out the back, then obviously you shouldn't be working in electronics or retail.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to get a construction job or something like that.
So that's what I'm saying. What it comes down to is you got to look at it from the perspective of a business owner. And a business owner is looking at it like, I don't care that you got a felony. I care that you were not disciplined enough to not get a felony. That's where I have the problem as a business owner, because when the shit hits the fan and something looks really good to you, are you going to take it? Are you going to steal from me? Are you going to launder money through my company? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that you have to ask yourself. So that's why that's the one thing that I don't ever see coming off. You know, my problem is you got caught.
Yeah, for sure. He did get caught, man.
Yeah, that's the problem. Your ass got caught. You was dumb enough to get caught, man.
He didn't tie up them loose ends, obviously.
But I mean, and here's my thing. People who went to prison for drugs and shit, I'm like, if you was a successful businessman, that means you know how to run a business. I want to holler at you.
AI, this is what I think about AI. AI is not completely what AI is supposed to be yet. Our current computer system that works right now, it has to use ideas of the public in order for it to get its answers. A real AI is what a human being is. A human being is artificial intelligence. We operate the stuff that we see and compute gives us a synopsis of something, and we come up with the conclusion. Computer AI doesn't have feelings, thoughts, empathy. They don't understand all that stuff. That stuff,
right?
What they're calling AI is not quite that. It's just a term that they're using for these computers. These computers are algorithms. It's not AI. AI is actual human beings.
Right. Y'all know. He said, you know damn well he wasn't the first, but he got caught.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Ricky, we don't know what's going on, bro. Like, it's something went weird today with the stream, because apparently there was a lot of people in here at some point putting messages up and typing, and we didn't see any of it And we got 3 computers running.
Yeah,
so,
we got 3 computers and my cell phone.
and cell phone. So we
something's
found out
going on with
because my cell phone was sitting here just vibrating. I'm like, what the hell going on? So I look at it and I see messages that I don't see on any of the screens, and I'm going, so we don't know, bro, but
so
we're
we
telling
just
everybody.
we asked that you guys subscribe to those pages
Yes.
that we posted in the comments. If you don't know what they is, can you put them up again, baby, real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I put everything in the feed again. It'll be on the link. It's on the Hams page too. So if you're already in here, just subscribe.
If you're on Facebook, go to @thehams with the S on the end.
Yeah.
And subscribe there. And
Yep.
then that'll put you closer to being on point with us. And then if you're on YouTube, it's what is it on YouTube, baby?
It's the Hams 1 and 2.
Yeah, the Hams 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. So Jordan said, actually, I was trying to I'll get to you, Jordan. Sorry. Banana said, I just don't want no car driving me around with no one in it. Check this out. They didn't already had accidents with these cars. They've already had them. And I said the same thing. I've been in vehicles that has that lane assist. I don't like it. Appreciate you, Ricky. Ricky, subscribe. Appreciate you, bro,
Ricky.
bro.
Appreciate it.
I've been in these cars that have the lane assist. I don't like that shit. I don't like fighting my car to get over just because I didn't put my signal on. So here's the thing with these new cars. New cars make you drive a certain way. Like my car does certain shit that I'm like, oh, okay. I just drive it with my finger now. I'm like, this is what we're doing. It does what it wants to do. And I'm just like, the lane assist thing I don't like. However, there's some features on these cars nowadays where I'm like, dude, how you getting into these accidents? It tell you when somebody next to you. It start chiming and chirping when somebody get too close to you, when something comes out of your blind spot. So I don't know, but I damn sure don't want one driving me around and ain't nobody in there.
Yeah, Jordan, I did see that. Let's talk some logic real quick on that particular situation.
And so what he's talking about, y'all, Jordan says, did anybody pay attention to Russia having subs and warships near Florida a week ago? I think they were showing a threat to us for backing Ukraine.
Those subs and battleships that they brought over to Cuba is normal. They do that every year at the same time.
Every single year.
Every time. The United States, in order for them to even get through those waters, we have to let them through. So because of treaties, because of the United Nations, because of embargoes that we have, we can't just beat up on them.
Right.
We have to let them slide through. But believe me, we let them slide through.
Trust and believe.
United States military is the biggest in the
most
whole,
powerful.
The most powerful.
Don't get it twisted.
World.
Don't get it twisted.
Our military in the water is the most powerful in the whole world.
Like we run the water for real.
So I don't know about what we are on land, but the water, we got them. It's tied up.
Yeah.
And for them to be over in the Cuba era, it's not like they just popped up.
Nah.
We already knew about it. We let them do what they did. It was kind of like watching your kid play at the park and the bully showed up.
Say it again, Chris. Chris said, I was Navy. He said, trust me, those banana boats are no threat at all. That part right there. And Ricky says, we also escorted them the whole time.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. And that's
so
what
they're not reporting on.
They're not telling y'all that.
That's why your boy Trump be saying fake news. It's because they only report something that's going to make you watch them.
Yes, because they're doing some other shit. They want you to look over here.
It's all clickbait.
Because they're doing some shit over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you look over here and you don't see what's happening over here. You got to be careful of that. Every time they do that, y'all, don't pay attention. I mean, I ain't gonna say don't pay attention,
it's all clickbait, because they not one stream on CNN or 8 News and the rest of them said, oh, by the way, we escorted them over here.
That part.
Not one of them said that. They just said, hey, look, they in our backyard. What we gonna do?
What we gonna do
Woe
now,
is
boss?
us. Woe is us.
Starting shit.
That's what they did.
But
and yes, Jordan was in the Navy as well.
Salute. But Netta says one more thing.
What's
I had
up?
a robotic surgery, which I was so scared because it's not the actual surgeon doing the surgery, but everything went well. I think that was so crazy. What did you get done that a robot did? So you get to say you got operated on by a robot?
It probably had something to do with her brain or something.
You think so? Nah, but
Well,
that ain't had no
what
they call that shit. When you get a brain surgery? No, what they call it when they take your brain and look at it? What's that shit called?
What you use? What type of surgery did you get? I'm interested.
Yeah, I want to know, Banana. Tell us what you got, because that's actually very interesting. That's scary. You a trooper, man. Like you should be in the history books. Like one of the first humans to let a
Usually when they
robot.
use robot surgeries, because robots don't shake, they don't have human error. Hysterectomy.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
basically doctors used to do that, but they used to mess up a whole lot.
Just wanted to touch you.
That was weird.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I do weird shit. Sorry.
Human doctors mess up a whole lot, and that's where I think we're going to shine at, is where like LASIK, yeah, the doctors looking behind a robot doing that.
Yeah.
So when the surgeries are critical like that, I think we should be using robots for that stuff, and hopefully we can stay on top of these robots and keep them under control.
That part. Real quick, you guys, if you have any children out there, we have a special sponsorship this week. If you have any children out there, the Summer Blast Camp by Nevada Partners has extended their camp for 3 additional weeks, going now till July 18th.
So if you're in Las Vegas and you want to get to the Summer Blast day camp,
yeah, man,
why don't y'all chime on in and hit up that phone number.
Text BLAST to 702-929-5951 if you have children from the ages of 6 to 18 and you want to find something to do with them. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, all the way till July 18th from about 10 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'll just tell you, I'm proud to say I was a teacher for the Summer Blast Camp last year. It went well. We had a lot of children who you can tell it changed them for the better. They're more outgoing, more outspoken. We had some writers that came out of there. We had a bunch of cool people that come by and talk to them. It's a bunch. They just went on a field trip to the Smith Center not too long ago and, looked at some dinosaur stuff. So, yeah, definitely if you got kids from the ages of 6 to 18, text BLAST to 702-929-5951 to register your kids. They have arts and crafts, Black history, public speaking,
and it's kind of like a social event too. So,
yeah.
Like if you got children that don't really get outside, like all these pretty much all these kids don't go nowhere now. It'd be a nice situation for them to find some friends or not find no friends or whatever.
I just was there, and the funniest thing was it yesterday, I want to say, one of the kids, he saw a little girl. He was like, "That's such and such. I know her." And I was like, "Oh."
Hey, good night, Rick. Have a good evening, buddy.
Ricky, we see you soon, bro. See you soon. Love you too, bro. She said, "Can I drop off adult children?" Yeah, drop them. Hey, listen, they need some teachers. They need some volunteers. So if they want to come volunteer their time and just kind of do some cool shit, definitely.
Yeah, it's Nevada Partners. So a lot of the stuff that happens with Nevada Partners is donated.
Yeah, sponsored by Gold Urban and Sisters That Paint.
So y'all go down there if you want to help. Even if you want to help and you don't want to stay, go down there and bring some cupcakes or something.
No, for real. We need it all because we definitely got to feed
some
these
pizzas
kids.
or whatever.
For sure.
Yeah.
We definitely got to feed. So if y'all know sponsorship too, next week I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that the kids want for their wish list. We do a wish list every year where we go out and buy this stuff because we're teaching them about fun and finance. So what they do is they have money that they get to put into their wallets. And then love you too, cuz have a good night. They have money and stuff they put into their wallets. And at the end of the camp, they get to go to their Summer Blast store and buy stuff. So we had some love last year. We had some TVs that got donated, some skateboards, bikes, pads. So if y'all know anybody that's down and want to donate to the Summer Blast Camp, please let us know. Hit us up at thecurewiththehams@gmail.com or hit us up in Messenger. Hit Sean up, hit me up. It's all good. And if you want to come down and volunteer, even if it's for a day or two, we definitely could use you. We need you. We love your support. So that's the Summer Blast Camp, man. Y'all come sign up with your children.
Okay, well, we'll see y'all next week. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. on Hump Day.
damn.
And y'all enjoy yourself and get you a good night rest. And then for the people who have to go to work tomorrow, I feel sorry for you.
Ah, damn.
But I am Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the hams, y'all.
I am Treasure Cheltenham, and I too am one of the hams.
And you are
this
hanging with
is
the hams?
the Ham Show. You hanging with the hams?
Yeah. So
Every Wednesday.
every Wednesday night, y'all chime on in 8 p.m. and then bring all your questions, bring all your thoughts, and if you got disagreements, bring them.
Bring
joints
those too.
Bring them
We'll
joints
see
too.
y'all next week. It's gonna be a fun show next week. We got an open forum, so we talking about God knows what.
Yeah.
Y'all chime on in next week. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for rocking with us. We
Good
is
night, Chris.
out.
Hammer on. Hammer on.